So let's talk Brock Purdy, who I have said, and I view it as a compliment for the kid, he's good. Special wins these games. Ask yourself yesterday, who was really great for San Francisco? Bosa, Christian McCaffrey. I thought Fred Warner. They were great. Brock Purdy was good. I know you want him to be a star, but again, he's a kid and the last guy picked. On third down, the Super Bowl winning down, he was 3 for 12. Against the blitz, he was bad, a 77 passer rating and completed less than 50%. He couldn't get the ball to Debo or George Kittle or Brandon Ayuk. He was able to get the ball to the person he handed it off to. He had a chance to win this game. It was 3rd and 5, 16 all. He makes that first down. They bleed the clock, and they're probably Super Bowl champions. Mahomes made that play over and over. Purdy had a shot, and it didn't work.
So, Bucky, how much of this loss do you put on Purdy?
I wouldn't put a lot of it on Purdy, but I think when we talk about quarterbacks, man, there's a huge difference between good and great. Brock Purdy is a really good quarterback. Pat Mahomes is a great quarterback. The one thing that Brock Purdy is not able to do, like one of those elite guys, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, he can't go much beyond the X's and O's. Whereas you saw Pat Mahomes, he could get off script. He could do a bunch of different things. So, look, I'll blame him some because the third down percentage is not great. But, I mean, I think he played about as well as he can play given the talents that he has.
Mm-hmm. See, now this is where both Colin Cowherd and you, Bucky, are going to drive me damn fucking crazy.
What?
How can a second year – okay. Here's what I'm going to ask you, though, Buck. Is Dan Marino good?
Oh, yeah, Dan Marino's great.
Really good, huh?
Yeah.
You know he lost the Super Bowl in his second year.
Oh, I did.
This is a second-year quarterback in the Super Bowl who has led his team to 2 straight NFC championships, then the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't seen it all. So when you talk about third down, when next year he plays against a team that all of a sudden they bring the slot corner on a blitz, he can pick that up because he knows what's coming. It wasn't his fault on third down on the 9-yard line that the damn tackle whiffed and allowed Chris Jones scot-free. If they just chip Chris Jones, he throws to Jennings, it's a touchdown. Look, he did phenomenal. He's here to stay. But to act like he's a pumpkin, we need to stop. We need to stop. Because if he wasn't Mr. Irrelevant and he was the 9th pick of the draft, we would be sitting there going, because guess who didn't win a Super Bowl that went in their second year? Joe Burrow. But guess what we say? Joe Burrow's, he's just this, he's that. This dude just lost a Super Bowl to fucking Patrick Mahomes. Not to some Jordan. He didn't lose to like the guy from the Raiders, whoever the hell that is at quarterback. He lost to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's a good quarterback. Really good quarterback. Not a great quarterback. I didn't blame him for the loss. I didn't blame him for the 49ers loss.
He's in his second year.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, man,
what quarterbacks are great in their second year?
We got to have it right now. Keyshawn, he's in the game. I can't have training wheels. Like, we're in the Super Bowl. Like, we needed him to make some of those plays. Now, it wasn't all his fault that his guys up front couldn't protect him. But what we saw was the difference between good and great. That's all. Good and great.
What you saw was experience and great. You see experience and great. That's a big difference, Bucky. It's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference in terms of Pat Mahomes' experience certainly came into play. But I would say it's different. Pat Mahomes is the rare combination of gunslinger with supreme talent who also has A+ management skills.
And he got a coach that knows what the hell he's doing.
He does, but Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. We can't say that Kyle Shanahan.
I didn't say he wasn't a good coach. I just said a coach that knows what he's doing. Because Kyle Shanahan has dropped some games for the San Francisco 49ers in crucial situations, in times.
I mean, he has some issues in terms of like being able to finish the game in the fourth quarter. I would just say this with Brock Purdy. Like when you're looking at Brock Purdy, and I'm able to separate, he was the last pick of the draft. But okay, because you're a movie buff. Like, if we're watching the Avengers, what superpowers does Brock Purdy possess? He doesn't look. He's Iron Man. He's the guy in the suit. He has all the weapons around him. Debo Samuel, George Kittle, got Trent Williams, the best offensive tackle in the game. McCaffrey, like Brandon Ayuk's the outstanding route runner. I mean, he has everything. So all he has to do is just kind of like manage the game and dink and dunk and do those things. He doesn't have the skills beyond that part of it to put the team on his back. They needed someone that could finish the game and put them on their back to win it. He couldn't get it done.
I can't believe you're saying this. Well, I just can't.
Well, now that we've
the dude came, he came from behind against Green Bay. He came from behind and willed a victory against Detroit with his legs and did some dynamic stuff.
Super Bowl.
He led him down the field in overtime to put him in position to win the game, and the tackle whiffed.
Yeah, but Keyshawn, he also missed some throws. Like some of that's protection, but he missed some throws. There were opportunities for the 49ers to knock this out. This could have been done by the time Usher took the stage, and they didn't knock him out.
But we can say that about a lot of games.
Yeah, they did knock him out.
We can do that about a lot of quarterbacks in a lot of games. I'm just saying, Kyle heard make it sound like the dude's a pumpkin, and I think he's far from a pumpkin.
I wouldn't go as hard as what Colin is saying about him, but I think he's at a different tier than those guys that we talk about, Lamar and Patrick and Josh Allen and even Justin Herbert and something. He's not in that same category.
Justin Herbert ain't won shit, man. What are you talking about?
He has
just because he's tall and he got a strong arm. Dude was up 28-0 against Jacksonville and let him come from behind. They hadn't won anything. Don't tell me about Josh Allen. Ain't won nothing. Nothing. Zero. Ain't even sniffed the Super Bowl. And Brock Purdy has at least been there. Joe Burrow has at least been there.
So they got two little JV rings that they can run around and wear at the house, but they don't have the big one. They got the little JV ring. They got the little ring I got from the Carolina Panthers when we lost to the Patriots. The little JV little thing. Like that's cool, but like he's not going to be respected until he win one. Now, if he had won one, we'd have been celebrating him, we'd have been talking about him, but he didn't.
But we gonna celebrate Josh Allen, and we gonna keep talking about Josh Allen.
I mean, they're
and Justin Herbert, and it's just crazy to me. But I don't know.
Well, now that we've seen a full season from him, is he a top 10 quarterback in your eyes?
Absolutely, in my eyes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He's not top 5 though. He's top 10, not top 5, top 10.
So he's like in the lower brackets of the.
Look, man, I put him out there like somewhere between 6 and 9. We can put him in there. We can slot him in there.
That's good for the first 2 years. He's only going up, but
yeah, he's different.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.